many chums know who watch this show on a regular basis, I just love looking at old movies and seeing the locations, particularly when you look at films in the sort of 1950s and 1960s that were filmed over here in the United Kingdom, obviously, because that's where I'm from. And I look at areas and I think, oh, I didn't realise that was there or that was there. And this is the beauty when you watch these old TV series. Now, there were many of them, right, chums, in the sort of 50s, early 60s, going through to the 70s, that really liked to use location. You know, it was cheaper to do, and they had the camera crews. There was a burgeoning film and television industry then, with all the big studios, Elstree, Pinewood, Shepperton, and of course so many more smaller ones like Merton Park, Nettlefold until the early 60s, of course. But everybody was doing something and filming something. This is why I think you'll enjoy this particular episode of Dial 999, right? And this was a 39 episode TV series made by ABC over here, the United Kingdom version, and an American company. And this starred, I think, one of the best actors ever, really. He was so convincing, the Canadian-born Robert Beatty. Now, what I liked about Robert in this particular series is he played a character called Mike Maguire. And when you see it at the opening credits, there he is standing smoking a cigarette. They all were, weren't they? Be told off now, you see. Absolutely. But there he was in the very epicenter of Piccadilly, smoking a cigarette and then setting up the story. And he drove it along with his brilliant voice and his narrative. Now, I don't know if you know this, but Robert had a phenomenally successful career. Not only did he do reports back to America on the BBC World Service during the Second World War, but he appeared as the years went on in so many films and so many iconic TV shows, including Doctor Who. Oh yes, yeah, well, you see, this is the thing, a versatile actor. Not only that, one of my favourite TV shows ever, Minder, from the late 70s and 80s. Do you remember that? With Dennis Waterman and George Cole. I think he was a sort of the everyman actor, and that's why he was very successful in that particular way, you understand? Now, Dial 999, as I say, was a phenomenal TV show because it was fast-paced. It was just around about 30 minutes, and it literally took you onto so many locations. And you can just tell where they are now, but you can see buildings and think, oh, that cinema's gone, or that pub's gone, or, you know, now you kind of see an empty, soulless office block. And we have a lot to thank these sort of film companies for, because they're on record of, you know, how London used to look. As I say, Robert takes this part incredibly well and manages to solve every single case in under 30 minutes. Fast paced wouldn't be the word. Now, a lot of people say TV shows like this were the precursor to the likes, of course, of James Bond. And you can understand that because the way that they operated and created suspense, lots of beautiful ladies of the day, you know, that sort of thing. It really did build into a wonderful sort of show. There's no two ways about it. Very popular, but of course also quite expensive. And Robert was very much in demand, and according to a source, there were plans to make even more, but by that time he'd signed on to many various films, other TV shows, and they didn't feel the show could work without him. I'd love to know what you think to this episode of the iconic from the late 50s, Dial 999. And remember, just look out for that wonderful scene at the beginning of the show. Everything starts with the opening, am I right? As ever, grab your popcorn, do comment, please like and share, and be respectful. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.
Dial 999. When in London, that's what you do to call the police. I know. I'm a policeman from Canada attached to Scotland Yard. My name's Mike Maguire. The oldest extradition treaty that exists in the world today is the one between Britain and the United States of America. Under this international agreement, those who commit crimes may be returned to their own country for trial. And many a criminal seeking safety outside his national frontier has been brought to justice by the long arm of the extradition law.
Been a swell trip so far, thanks to you. Maybe Maybe we can meet again in London after I finish my business.
I hope your business won't take up too much of your time. Anyway, what's so important that it comes before sightseeing with me?
It's a private matter. To do with an ex-partner of mine. Excuse me, I think I left something in my cabin.
Mr. Brady? Yes? The captain asked that you accompany me, sir. I'm afraid that on the orders of the New York police, we have to hold you in custody.
This must be a joke, officer.
It's a gag. It's in bad taste. I'm an American citizen.
Wanted on a payroll robbery charge. When we reach England, there'll be an extradition order waiting. Meanwhile, escort him below.
Right, sir. I'm not going to run anywhere. Where can I run to?
Best go quietly, Mr. Brady.
Come on.
There must be some mistake. He told me he was a businessman.
I'm sorry, madam. It appears that his business was crime, but if so, he's got to be prepared to pay the price.
I'll sue this company. I want to see the captain.
I'll tell him what you say, sir.
It happened just the way you figured.
That's why I had you planted on this ship.
We'll get you free in plenty of time before we dock tomorrow at Tilbury.
See that there are no slip-ups.
Don't worry, they won't be serving any extradition orders. Me and the boys will see to that. An extradition order for the return of a wanted criminal to anywhere in the United States is served through the American Embassy, then through Britain's top administrative center, the Home Office. In this case, since Brady's ship was not making an immediate return trip, it was planned to fly him under escort to New York. My job, in company with Inspector Thompson of the CID, was to serve the formal warrant and take Brady into custody. We dock in 2 hours.
You sent the cable yet?
Yes, I told them to meet me. They know what it means. There'll be a motor launch alongside, ready to take you off.
Why are you taking so long in there?
Sorry, but they said I got to serve him like a first-class passenger. He's paid his fare.
Okay, well, step on it then.
You're doing pretty good. Wait till I get set up in the rackets in London. You're in for a real job.
I had to pay one of the stewards to get this job.
Wait till I fix Gil Stanway, then you'll really be in the money.
Okay.
Well, the warrant's in order. All we gotta do now is to collect him.
Sounds simple, but Brady's a big shot with plenty of underworld contacts. It's never been easy to arrest him before.
Well, he's never got himself trapped in a ship before.
I still can't understand a smart operator like him doing that.
He's supposed to be after his partner, isn't he?
Yes, a Gil Stanway.
You okay, so when thieves fall out?
Well, no, not this time. It seems that Stanway ran a legitimate business in New York. Brady went into partnership with him, then used the business as a front. When Stanway found out, he went to the police. After that, he figured that New York would be too hot for him, so he came to London.
Oh, now Brady's after his scalp.
Yeah, that's one more good reason why we want to serve this warrant as soon as the ship docks.
Oh, real classy job, ain't she? One of these days I want to get myself a ride on a tub like that.
Keep your mind on your job.
America first class, that's where I'm going.
They'd ship you back. She'll be ready for us pretty soon.
I hope Rogers gets his part right.
They're gonna drop a pilot ladder. You hold it steady.
Okay.
I'll tell Joe to cut the engines or we'll drift in.
Right. Why have we got to give him service now? We dock in 5 minutes.
Purser says to keep him happy, so he won't sue the company.
Ah, well, all right then.
Yes, sir. Hey, look at this. He's sick.
What? Oh!
The launch is alongside. I got the port loading bay open.
What about the passengers and crew?
They're all over on the starboard side. We're docking now.
Huh? Let's go.
We're from the CID. We've come to collect your prisoner.
It's a pleasure to hand him over to you. This way, gentlemen.
There they are. Okay, follow me quick.
Check the customs and every exit point on this ship.
Don't worry, he couldn't possibly get ashore without a landing car.
You can't count on anything when you're dealing with a dangerous criminal. Put a stop on all gangways and don't allow anyone ashore. He all right?
Coming around.
Come on, we'll search the decks.
Mr. Grady, this is Max. I'm Willie.
Forget the introductions. We'll talk later.
Let's shove off. Hey, Joe!
No, wait for Rogers. Hey, Rogers, hurry up! What are you? Cops. Let's shove out of here. Joe!
Brady's in that boat. I'll go after him.
All right, Mac. I've got this bird.
I'm an inspector from Scotland Yard. You're under arrest, Brady.
I got news for you, copper. You're in trouble.
Go on, you better come along with me. What for? I haven't done anything.
Come on, turn off. You'll get along.
There's another cop on that ship. They might have seen us. Find a spot to dump this guy.
Round Russell Dock. Tell Joe full speed. Get your call through?
The Thames division will be out searching for him immediately. Rogers, who was in that launch?
How should I know?
Which way was it heading?
Try and find out, copper.
I'd like you to hold this man for the time being.
Gladly.
I'll try and follow that launch by car. Pity we didn't get the name.
Good luck.
I'll need it. So will Maguire.
Maybe they'll alert the river police. I want to get rid of this guy fast.
How about Rogers?
He won't talk. Neither will Gil Stanley when I get through with him. Then we'll use his new business as a front, as I used to in the States.
How long will it take to find this ex-partner of yours?
Stanway hasn't moved. I know where to find him right now.
I'll repeat that, sir. Tug heading downriver. One crew member wearing white jacket. Right, sir?
You been here long, Constable?
No, sir. Only about a minute or so. I had a call telling me to watch out for a tug heading this way. One of the crew wearing a white jacket.
That's right, heading downriver. Any sign of him?
None at all, sir. But I did see a Thames Division launch speeding downriver a few moments ago.
Good. Maybe they'll spot something. Keep your eyes open.
Just a moment, sir. The call said Inspector Maguire was in trouble aboard the tug.
He was being attacked by several men the last we saw of him. Those men in the tug won't hesitate to throw him overboard if they knock him out. But would they do it on this stretch of the river?
No, sir. Too much river traffic here. Too many people would see them and try to stop them.
But they'd want to do it in a hurry, at the first quiet stretch of water. Now, where would that be?
About a mile downriver from here, sir, near Russell Docks.
Right, thanks.
This'll do. Let's dump him in. Get off the river fast. Eh? I don't want him swimming ashore. Let's put him in while he's still knocked out.
Yeah, you're the boss.
Pick him up. Ready? Heave! Okay, watch for him. Circle this area. I want to be sure of this guy. Nobody can stand there that long unless they're dead.
Want to head for the landing now?
Yeah, and make it fast. Pay off the others and tell them to get lost.
I paid them. They know what to do.
Well, let's go fast.
Mike, what happened?
They went downriver, left me for fish food.
Well, are you all right?
Oh, I'm all right. A bit wet. Here, you better dry that out.
Well, we won't be serving any extradition warrant now.
We've got to serve it and fast. If we don't, he's going to catch up with Gil Stanway and kill him. The case of Victor Brady, American criminal at large in London, had become more than a routine arrest for extradition. Now a man's life was in jeopardy. Though Thames Division located the stolen tug within half an hour, there were no leads for us there. Nothing but the knowledge that the escape had been well planned and perfectly executed.
Not at all, sir.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Hey, Mike. Now Brady knows we're after him. He may decide to forget Stanway.
Brady didn't come here just for revenge. Stanway has a legitimate business firm in London. Brady plans to take it over and use it as a front.
Then unless we find Stanway fast, he's dead.
Yeah. The trouble is that if he's hiding from Brady, he won't be using his own name.
Then how do we find him?
We'll phone the New York police. If they can tell us what kind of a business Stanway ran there, it might help us here.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Real classy, eh, Mr. Brady? Yeah, it'll do for now. I'll see about a meal. First, I want to see that rat partner of mine dead.
I'll be home from the gym about 4, honey.
I finally get you to take a day off from work, and you use it to train kids at the gym. How about me?
Well, how about you? You're in good shape. You don't need any training. Come on. Hello? Yeah, who's calling?
Wrong number.
Sorry, wrong number. No, somebody dialed the wrong number. Well, I'll be home about 4.
Goodbye, darling. Don't bring home any black eyes.
I'll be very careful. My opponents this afternoon are 11 years old if they're a day. I'll see you.
That's Stanway, all right. I'd know his voice anywhere.
Where do we find him?
He's at a place called Fitzjohn Mansion. He's using the name Gil Marsh.
When do we move in?
How fast can you get 3 guns?
Maybe an hour?
Make it quicker.
Okay, Mr. Brady.
So you've still got nothing to say, Rogers?
I told you before. Nothing to you.
Hoping that Brady will look after you, eh? Well, he doesn't work that way. He won't help you, so you may as well help yourself by talking. All right, take him away.
Let's go. New York police say that Stanway is believed to be living here in England under an assumed name, but they don't know what name.
Well, then immigration can't help us.
No.
What about that business Stanway had in New York?
He had a small chain of men's clothing shops.
Oh, there are thousands of those, yeah?
Yeah, I've got the divisions checking individually on that. But there is another angle. When he was young, Stanway used to be a boxer. He fought under the name of Gil Marsh. Ever since, he's been interested in coaching amateur boxers.
Well, that's not much to go on.
No, but there's a lot less gymnasiums than there are men's clothing shops. So let's start from there.
For what's keeping Max.
This is England. You can't get guns so easy.
Look, remember this. You guys have guns in case there's any trouble, but Stanway is mine.
He certainly must have upset you.
And how? He's the reason for this extradition order. Until he squealed to the cops, they had nothing on me. I've been dodging him for a year in New York. Then I got tired of moving house, so I'm moving in on Stanway over here.
What are your ideas?
It's the biggest city in the world. We'll make some big money. About time.
I got him, Mr. Brady. Okay?
Yeah, this'll be all right. Well, things are beginning to feel better already. Now listen closely, because I don't want any slip-ups.
The search for Gil Stanway became a pursuit to save a man's life. We started combing the gymnasiums, concentrating on places where amateur boxers went to train. All we had to go on was a name used in the ring years before. The name might have long been discarded, and after the first hour of negative answers, I began to think that it had been.
Nice work, son.
Oh, do you think so? I'm fighting on Friday, you know, in the amateur trials.
Good for you. Do you happen to know a guy called Gil Stanway?
No, I don't, sir.
What about Gil Marsh?
Oh, yeah, I know him very well. Yeah, he was here about half an hour ago. As a matter of fact, he said I was coming on very well with my boxing, you know?
Oh, congratulations. You wouldn't know where he lives, I suppose.
Fitzjohn's Mansions. That's just near the Tube, Swiss Cottage, you know?
I know that place, Mike.
What do you want to know for?
Oh, no particular reason. Just want to save his life.
Get out of here.
Thanks.
I know. Just heard it on the radio.
We've got to get out of here.
I'm not going to run away again. We can call the police, ask for protection.
Look, honey, nobody can protect us 24 hours a day against a man like Brady. I know. Now, let's pack, huh?
Here, phone this number again. If he answers, be careful. I don't want to scare him.
Why do I have to call him again?
Because I don't want to fall into any traps. My name's in the papers, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Look, if you guys want to stick with me, learn one thing fast. When I say something, do it, without talking.
All set?
Just a few more minutes. Gil, we can't keep running away for the rest of our lives.
Believe me, honey, it's the only way.
Go on, son. I let it ring a long time.
But if he isn't there, we'll get into his apartment and wait for him. Shove off.
Who are you?
Mr. Marsh?
Mr. Gilmarsh.
Yeah, what's it to you?
We're police officers.
Oh, yeah? Gee,
Just a minute, Mr. Stanway. This can be explained.
he said Stanway.
Well, that's your name. We're here to help you.
Yeah, I can imagine the kind of help I'd get from you two.
Gil!
You okay, Mike?
Yes, I'm okay. You know, you shouldn't be so quick to throw a punch, Stanway.
Although at least the way you threw it shows that you're the man we're trying to help.
Help? Who are you?
I told you, we're police officers. We're trying to stop a man called Brady from killing you.
I'm sorry. I thought you were...
All right, Brady. You're on your way home as a guest of the United States government. Come on. Well, there he goes. And good riddance. I wonder if the man who signed our extradition treaties foresaw this. A criminal leaving here today being charged in New York tomorrow.
Well, that extradition treaty was signed way back in the days of sailing ships, Mike.
Yeah, makes you think, doesn't it? Before the radio or telephone. Things must have been easier in those days. Now a criminal can't run far enough or fast enough. The news of his crime is always ahead of him.
As they say, it's a small world.
And for criminals, it's always getting smaller. Just about the size of a prison cell.